show just how Abenomics is starting to impact Japan's brokerage businesses. Now, the Nikkei has risen 60% since mid-November, and the rally is prompting investors at home and abroad to invest in Japanese equities. Now, before the earnings announcement, Dow securities closed 0.7% higher. Now, we have more companies releasing their earnings reports, but for now, investors will be keeping an eye on tonight's FOMC meeting and Thursday's ECB meeting. So a bit of focus shifting to monetary policy around the world. Back to you.
Definitely. Thanks very much, Yonggi Kong from Tokyo. And tomorrow, world and Asian markets will resume trading after the May Day holiday. We'll see how the markets react to China's PMI data and weak U.S. economic data. Now we come to India. The growth slowdown there may have bottomed out, according to IMF's recent forecast that GDP growth there is set to improve to 5.7% in 2013. Meanwhile, Indian equity markets are trading at 1.5 month highs. In an exclusive interview with BSEIndia in Mumbai, Ashishkumar Chauhan, CEO of the Bombay Stock Exchange, tells our reporter Martina Fox that return of around 25% can be expected for Indian investors this year.
Behind me is the Bombay Stock Exchange. It was established in 1875 and is Asia's oldest bourse. Today, more than 5,000 companies are listed on the BSE, which makes it the world's largest exchange in terms of listed members. According to the World Federation of Exchanges, the companies listed on the BSE command a total market capitalization of 1.3 trillion US dollars. Its equity index, the Sensex, is the most widely tracked index in Asia's third biggest economy.
Despite our 138 years of existence, we have still touched only 2% of India. How do we touch 98%? That is balance, right? So we need to go into the hinterland, into the rural areas, make people aware that these are the instruments they can invest in. India is predominantly young. Today, more than 50% of Indians, of 1.2 billion Indians, more than 50%, that's 600 million Indians are below age 25. And that's what we need to do a massive investments in financial literacy creation, training people, telling them how to invest in these markets, and they would be able to sort of make good returns.
The BSE's equity index, the Sensex, is India's benchmark index. How do you see its performance this year compared to last year's levels, and what kind of challenges and downside risks do you see?
This year we think it's going to be another good year for the stock markets, because for almost 5 years, effectively, the returns have been what I call not there. Today, the Sensex is still slightly lower than what it was in 2007. We think the stock markets would have, like last year, it had a 25-26% returns. It could be similarly true for this year, but it remains to be seen how finally the Indian economy behaves.
The GDP growth of India is, however, languishing at around 5.5% on an annual basis and has seen the worst slowdown in a decade. How is that impacting the market here in India?
The way it looks is that US has started kind of moving up. Other parts of the world are also moving up. So somewhere there's a lot of hope on India also kind of catching up on that cycle. And so many people believe that the December quarter was the sort of lowest point in terms of the growth.
Would you even talk about a bottoming out, or are there still some big hurdles in the real economy that actually are a big drag at the moment?
India's ability to sort of grow faster is actually improving, and the bottlenecks which it had in terms of the infrastructure, companies having a huge debt, those are yet to be solved in a significant way. But the rest of the economy has kind of been showing some signs of moving much faster.
The Indian government last year implemented reforms to allow greater foreign investment, especially in the retail and aviation sector. And there are hopes in the market currently that the government will also give the green light to more foreign investment in the insurance industry. Are you expecting further opening up in India this year?
Absolutely. In fact, if you look at one of the most significant